All right. All right. Here we go. Are we on?
Yep.
Okay. Hi there, I'm Lory MacDonald from Artfest, Ontario, and welcome to day 11 of our 12 days of Artfest. So we have 2 days left. And I've been having so much fun doing these live shows and spending time with our fans and visitors from Artfest, and every day we're growing and getting more and more people aware about what we're doing here. So it's been really fun, and I've had a lot of fun getting all my material ready every day. Although admittedly, it has been pretty crazy here in this Artfest studio, trying to keep up and get it all ready. Everything's just like been a whirlwind here, but been a lot of fun, and it's been fun to connect with some of the artists too. So today's show, I've got a bunch of things planned. As usual, we've got a visit to the Out of Runes studio, again with Diane Prue, and see what she's up to in the glass studio there in Ottawa. And then we've got some holiday music, and we've got a final call to Santa. I couldn't believe I tried again this morning, and I did get through, which is a miracle because I didn't think I'd be able to get through today, but I did. He did take my call. So, and we talked about Christmas around the world, which was a really fun conversation. So I've got a recording of that. And then we're going to talk about the artists and stories, and we have an interview with Paul Brodie, clothing designer Paul Brodie, coming up. And we're going to talk about color today. So it's a topic that, of course, is always around art, and I love color. And I guess most people that know me know that, but and a few other fun stories. So I'm going to take you over to see Diane. I think she's almost ready there. One thing I just wanted to bring up, though, too, is, when we're shopping at the shop.artfestontario.com website, that's shop.artfestontario.com, keep in mind about, the quality of the items you're buying there, because I was just thinking today, like, you see this top I have on. This top was made by an artist, Robin K. Knit. I don't know if you remember Robin K. Years ago. I'm dating myself here, but I have actually had this sweater for 40 years. 40 years. And it's still like, it's a little bit, it's well worn, it's loved, it's soft, but oh my God, I love it. I've worn it so much. My sister and I both have one of these same tops, and we still wear them all the time. And it's still in perfect condition. So this goes to show you, you can, when you buy things handmade Canadian, you're buying the best. And the detail and the clothing and the quality of the fabrics, the stitching, all the items that are in there, are, not some cheapy thing that, that you buy in a little store or a big department store. It's just not the same thing at all. And the artist, I know, values quality materials. A lot of them are very, very, very particular about what they put in their items, and so you're getting the best when you buy from the Artfest Ontario shop. So I just wanted to point that out. So here, I don't know if Robin K. Knits is watching, but I know she doesn't do her sweaters anymore. She's been off on all kinds of other new adventures. But thank you, Robin, for just a beautiful sweater that I've worn for a long, long time. So let's check in with Diane and see if she's ready. So turn on her camera. Start video. I think so. Can you see? There she is. Hi.
Hi, Lory.
Can you hear me? Oh, great. It's working.
I can.
Excellent. So what's going on in Ottawa today?
Well, I actually have been working on, you know what? Do you remember how I have to flip this over? Forget how to do that, Lory.
Yeah, there's a little button at the bottom of your tablet there that's got like a little circle kind of a thing.
Yeah, you know what happened is that a whole bunch of pictures have and let me just turn you sideways for a second. Nope, that's not going to do it. You know what the problem is?
It's a tablet, right?
Yeah.
It looks like see if I can get mine up here and I'll show you.
Should be on the bottom right, but I have a whole bunch of wait a sec. Here we go.
You see it?
Yes.
There you go.
I think. Well, I see this. I see that. All right. Well, you know what? I just. Oh, don't want that. I see me. I still don't know where that little thing is because I know what I should be looking for. Joanne, look right here. Oh, I found it.
Okay.
Oh my God.
There you go.
It shows up in a million places where it wants to. So right now.
What's that?
This is actually a great big piece that's going to go between a woman's bathroom and her bedroom. And it's actually trees with sort of the ground all put in. But that's not my favorite project that I'm working on. Right now.
Oh, Diana. Is that like
it's really, I think she's going to be really excited. And you know what, Lory, the funniest thing, I'm on my way to Kingston on Friday to meet her halfway because she's from Toronto, and we will do social distancing. She will grab it and drive it back home. So here's what I'm working on.
Oh, there's the Grinch.
So we have all the presents already made and ready to go. We have one Grinch that's probably 3/4 done. We're going to put Max on its head. And then that's the gob of green that will actually turn into something. And then yesterday, I worked on making a couple more of the English gardens. But in the summertime, I made these 3 windows.
Oh, they're beautiful.
And so it's going to be cardinals. And so the first one's pretty much done. The second one's pretty much half done. And the third one I still have to do some more work on.
Well, so does it go in stages? Like, do you melt some of the glass and then come back and work on it again? Or do you put all the glass on at one time?
No. So the birds, oops, not that bird. That's fine. So this is a bird, right? There he is.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, you made the bird. Okay.
And he's made individually. And then if you look at it, I need to move my thing over. But if you look at it, there's texture on the wing and the eyes are done, the whole thing. And then they'll all go back into the kiln together, assembled where I want them.
And
so,
you
know, Lory, it's really exciting. I said to them, send me a picture of where you want to put it. And they sent a picture of their living room. And in their living room, which I just love, they had Jean and Mélène, they call d'Octobre, and they're ones who do recycled wood and make houses.
Oh,
yeah.
Mélène, yeah.
Mélène and Jean. And they, oh, Lory, just a second. There's somebody at the door. And, you know, I had someone just popping in to grab something. If you could just give me a second as I go upstairs.
So one of your customers here?
Oh, one of my customers. Someone's coming by to pick up the gnomes. Someone's going to come by to pick up the cardinal with the birch tree. But right now, I have someone at the door. Oh, and I should...
Oh, look at all the decorations. I love that stocking.
Oh, wait. Isn't that stocking great? But look at this. This is my mantle.
Oh, it's beautiful. Well, there's all your holiday balls. Lovely.
Yeah.
You have those available in the shop. I just mentioned that right now. They're in the shop. You can buy them.
That's right. And so we started our tree, and this isn't supposed to be the Charlie Brown tree, but so far I only have one decoration on it. But it's coming. So let me answer the door. Oh, look who it is.
Oh, my.
Hello. Have you come to pick up your special out of
pick something up.
Okay, hang on here, because this is a different way to put a mask on and social distance. Oh my God.
The full costume.
Thank you so much.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.
Merry Christmas. Oh, it's hilarious.
Okay, careful up and don't sue me.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, you know.
You always have Christmas trees and things dropping by your house, Diana, in your studio?
Well, you know, it really spruces up my day.
Really
yeah,
sweet.
so it's been, and I have to say, you know this beautiful poinsettia here? I have to show you. This was a gift with purchase. I guess I only do groceries about once a month, and I always do pickup. I don't go into the store. And they gave this to me as a thank you for shopping at Loblaws. And I thought, oh my God, it is gorgeous. I've been very fortunate with that kind of thing. And, oh, I should show you one more thing. So, you know, we talk about artists and how much we love them. Well, the art on my wall, the picture of the dog is my last Old English sheepdog, Mugsy. And this piece here is the first piece of art I bought 18 years ago. It was from an artist down in the States, and it's called Friends in High Places.
Oh, that's really
cute.
sweet.
And then my friend Alicia Wishart is the one who did the dog. Sorry about that.
Oh, yeah,
and she's the one who did the wiener dog on the scooter.
Fun.
And then I have Prairie's one done by my sister-in-law. And then, of course, Lory, you're going to know who this was from because Margie Lawrence.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't she an amazing? And she says the name of the piece is Sometimes You're a Bug and Sometimes You're a Windshield. And, of course, she's very funny.
She's got a great sense of humor, doesn't she?
She does. She really does. And then my son gave me the angel many, many years ago. And wait till you see this. My first attempt at my first and only attempt at watercolors. And it's just, it's pretty, but it took patience I don't usually have. So in the end, no. So it has been a really good Christmas season for us. We're pretty happy with all the sales we've done and all the people that have come. We ended up putting most of our stuff in the garage. So that way we open up the garage door. We hand them their piece. They could look at other things if they want. We all have masks on. And it's worked out really very, very well. We're pretty happy that the pandemic was unpleasant, but we still did okay.
So you've managed a lot, managed well. And that's one of the things where you've been very proactive, which is, I really commend you on that because it's not an easy thing to do. And you did a lot of the right things. And we didn't know what the right things were, right? But we just had to do something.
We did something. And check this out. This is our new collection. We're going to do nutcrackers next year. And people will be able to call and say, I want that nutcracker in blue with red with some purple. And we will custom that style. And every year come up with a whole new style.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, you can have a lot of fun with it, just studying the history of nutcrackers. They're quite...
Oh, yeah. And then we did Cardinal with the fox, because I happen to have an extra fox. And, of course, we have our wonderful snowman, which, Lory, oh, my goodness, that last show you had, I must have sold 10 snowmen.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
It was great. Thank God for Artfest. That's all I can say is like we kind of needed to have them. Yeah,
well, thanks for that, Diane. It's been a journey of an exploration here for sure. Not knowing really if we're doing the right thing or not, but just had to do something, right? Yeah, it's been an adventure.
Start teaching the other shows how to do it.
Yeah.
I think you're a leader in the field for sure.
Oh, thanks for that. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Well, it's been either fearlessness or just oblivious or whatever being.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's hard to know.
It's hard to know. But I've had a lot of fun and I've enjoyed visiting your studio. So this, it's really been delightful. And the same with you. I mean, a lot of the artists I said, let's do a studio visit, and they're afraid or they don't know how, or but you figured it out and you're not afraid. So it's great.
I don't even know if I figured it out, but hey, you know what? I'll give it my best shot.
You figured it out.
Yeah. And I have to say, there's one more proud thing I did in 2020. I actually got my night lights up on Amazon.
Oh, you did?
That's
amazing.
I know, I'm shocked. It would have been smarter to get it done like weeks ago, but they're up on Amazon now. The truth is, it's cheaper if you go to my website to buy, and then you're really supporting local as well. But in the end, it happened. So I feel that all the things that I had to learn, I did. And now I'm getting pretty close to Lory, just relaxing and enjoying the holidays, drinking maybe 1 or 2 glasses of red wine and watching a fire. And we have a family tradition where we always watch a couple of Christmas specials. And our favorite one is the one with Hugh Grant, where he's the Prime Minister of England, and Love Actually. And oh my gosh, everybody needs to watch that movie because it's all about hugs and kisses, and we all need more of that.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Diane. This has been wonderful. And thanks for...
Great.
And that was great for your Christmas tree customer there. So thank you for that. A new way of social distancing for sure. We should all be wearing costumes.
Yeah. Thanks, Lory. Merry Christmas.
It'd be maybe more fun shopping too, and go somewhere.
Be.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Diane. All right.
Thanks a lot. And we'll talk. We'll see you in the new year.
Yeah. Okay. Take
All
care.
right, bye-bye.
Bye. All right. So there we go. Just a sec here. Just get my view back. There we go. So that was a fun visit with Diane. She's great, and kudos to her for all the changes she's had to do and all the new things she's had to try out, because it hasn't been easy. Even like I can tell, I know that for a fact, because I'm reading it, I'm taking courses, I'm reading more books, I'm studying like crazy, trying to figure out how to make the Artfest shop the best in Canada. So that's my mission, and I'm determined to make that work. So, and thanks to our wonderful audience here and the people that follow Artfest and the people that are shopping in the store. I can't thank you enough for all your purchases and all your support that you've given to the artists and to Artfest during this crazy, crazy time of a different world that we're living in. So we really, really appreciate that. So why don't we do a little bit more fun? And some of our friends, I know that we've been getting a lot of requests in about the calls to Santa, and people are really enjoying those. So especially, well, not just kids, but the adults are enjoying them too. So, and I got a lot of great comments. So I'm just going to take you over to the screen here and get my. Is that the right one? I think this is it. Yeah. Here we go. Get that up. Gotta make sure I click all the right buttons. Just gotta concentrate here. Make sure I don't make any mistakes. There's a few steps involved. Okay, so here we go. Do that part. Click that button. Click that button. Share. Let's just get this ready here. And share. And here we go. My call to Santa this morning. It's Lory here, just checking in for our last day was our Santa visits. I know you can't visit with us for the last couple of days, but for our last day. So what do you have to say today about traveling around the world? You getting ready for the big day?
First of all, I am going to miss these visits every day. It's been a whole lot of fun. But traveling around the world is quite the thing. And you get to see so many different things. Although I really don't have time to stop and take a good look around. But, you get over Canada, you get over Russia, and you get that snowy land. And as you progress down through the United States, it goes from snow down to palm trees. You get over in Africa, Egypt, and you see the desert. And down south in Australia, the waves and people are surfing. It's a really, really special treat to go around the world and see all these changes.
It's amazing. I can't imagine what an adventure that would be. I've always wanted to have wings so I could fly. Maybe you could take me with you one year. I guess, do you let anybody ever? I guess you don't go. I have to be an elf, right?
I don't think that will be possible. My sleigh is so loaded full of toys and presents that would be hard to fit you in. Not that you're a big girl, but we'd have room for you any other time but Christmas Eve.
Right. Well, maybe we can go. Maybe I can come up there and go for a little sleigh ride one night, just around the area. It'd be fun.
Well, I can't make any promises. I'm sorry.
Okay. I guess maybe I'm asking too much. But you've been so great coming on here every day. I can't even believe I've been able to get a hold of you on the phone. Do you get a lot of phone calls? I guess people just assume you're too busy. They don't bother calling. Is that true?
Well, I get a few calls, and I do take time out and sit down with the odd radio station or TV and do some phone calls to Santa. That's one of my favorite parts. You get to hear these children asking and pleading, and you know when you say, "Have you been a good girl?" and they're dead silent for 30 seconds and don't know what to say. Those phone calls are some of the most fun things I do at Christmas.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's so great that you've been able to take the time, and kids love you all over the world. It's just a wonderful, wonderful thing that you do. And what would we do without Santa and Christmas? I mean, what a special time of year when we get together with our families and have great food and presents and sharing and celebrations, and then Christmas morning comes and we have all our beautiful gifts under the tree. So what a special time.
Well, I want to take time to assure the children of all ages that despite COVID-19 and no Santa Claus parades here and there and lockdowns and this and that, I will be there on Christmas Eve. So you be sure to look under the tree Christmas morning to see what's waiting for you.
All right, so that's a wonderful way to end our visit today. And thank you so much. And I love you, Santa, and thank you so much for coming on the Artfest 12 Days of Artfest show. It's been very, very special, and I think our visitors have just loved every minute of it, seeing you every day. So,
well, Merry Christmas to you and yours and everybody involved in this project. Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas, everyone!
There we go. That was my final call to Santa. So what a wonderful opportunity for us to be able to do that every day. I just can't believe we got through. How lucky am that? But you know what? That's what, you know, be brave. You just phone up Santa Claus and you just try to do it. So that's what I did. And it worked. So there we go. So next up on our show, I'm just going to take you over to the shop and show you the Artfest Ontario shop. Excuse me, my nose is a bit itchy today. And show you how easy it is to shop. And there's tons of great deals on right now. We only have 2 days left of the 12 days of Artfest. So the way we've been doing the special events is our shop is open 24/7, and then we run special events, and the artists then give wonderful deals to you, and as much as they can. So some of them participate in every special event. Some of them do some of them and try different things, and they're always coming up with new ideas. And as the concept grows and we do this more and more, I'm sure the artists will be putting on their creative thinking caps too, and what other ways they can engage with the Artfest fans. So it's been a lot of fun, and we've got tons of great discounts on in the shop, and I encourage you to shop because you're going to save some money, and we want everybody to be happy and have a fantastic gifts to share with family and friends, and save a bit of money. So here's the Artfest shop. So it's shop.artfestontario.com, and like I said, we're open 24/7. You can go there anytime, and there's always fantastic things going on the website. And I work on this website every single day and change the shop around and add things and new things every day. The artists are sending me some new products and new items every single day. So you'll always see something new in the Artfest shop, which is another exciting thing to keep checking. So here we go. So today, we're on till December 15th, which is tomorrow. So we've got, Divine Jewelry's got 10% off all their gold and silver jewelry. We've got Carolina's Artisan Brownies. It's got, she gives you a free bag of little brownies when you order from her. 15% off on all Love to Felt art. And it's got 10% off on all his Inuit art scarves and scarves and purses and all kinds of things there. And he's new on our shop. Although I have known Inunu for a long time. They've done many of our shows, but he's new in the shop. Just came on a few days ago. And then we have jewelry, and we've got beautiful sculptures, and we've got bird feeders and lamps, all kinds of wonderful, totally one-of-a-kind gifts that you are only going to see on the Artfest shop. And children's clothing and jumpers and art, on and on. So tons and tons and tons of wonderful gift ideas. Belts and First Nations artists' paintings and original artwork and prints, clothing, photography, glass art. Here's Art of Runes right here, 50% off on all her holiday glass art. Now, what a wonderful gift for the Artfest fans to be able to have a piece of Diane's art for the holiday season. And it's 50% off. So, and it's only on for one more day. So don't delay on those. Lots of jewelry and fun prints and paintings, pottery, wood crafts, photography, food, of course. Manitoulin Gourmet is a fantastic food collection of 5 of his top sellers with all the beautiful garlic sauces. Wonderful things to have to make something special. Leather, got lots of leather things. So many wonderful things. Felting, clothing. This is kind of neat. Jackie Bissett, I've talked about her before, but she does these really wonderful collage. She got this amazing collection of Parisian literature and imagery that she got from her family. And and she makes these beautiful collage pieces. So you get the 3 pieces, plus she throws in an extra one, and they're really, really beautiful imagery. So if you have someone, and she just thinks by theme, which is fun. You have someone who loves birds, you have someone who loves Canadiana deer, you have someone who loves bikes, someone who's a dog person, people bees and butterflies. You know, here's a Japanese collection. Here's a Korean fun thing, antique papers, flowers, whales, cats, because you got everything in here. So really great gift idea. Something totally unique. You're not going to see this anywhere else. This is a great gift idea. So so wonderful, wonderful things over on the Artfest shop, and we'll go into a little bit more detail there. And one thing I was just looking up today and doing a bit of research, one of the things I love is color, and as an artist, color, in texture and design and things really rules our universe, right? But color for me is really important, and it's almost like an adventure. When I'm working on a painting, the colors shift constantly, and I love mixing the paint and experimenting with all the different values. So it's not a matter of just mixing 2 colors, but if you add in the complementary, then it shifts the tone, and you add a bit of glazing medium with it, so that it makes it transparent, and you layer them on top of each other. It creates almost like a stained glass effect in a way, where you're seeing the colors almost like through a mirror. You can see all the colors layering up, and then you see the textures and the brushstrokes. So it's a really, really wonderful experience. And when I'm working on a painting, the colors shift constantly, and I may tint one area, tint several of them, and then go back and tint again. And it's always like a dance of color all over the canvas, and it's really a journey. And that's what I love about the painting process, is that very thing, is the color. But I was looking up, do you ever wonder sometimes when, everything in the stores all of a sudden is like a color? Like, how come they all know what the color is, and how come everything's purples and greens this year, and how come everything's blacks and grays, and all of a sudden everybody seems to know what colors are going to be the trend, right? The people that do the home decor, the people that do the fabrics and the clothing and the dishes and the curtains and the everything seems to match. It's like it's a magical thing that happens. Well, it isn't really magic. It's actually a carefully orchestrated process that happens. There's about in 1963, the Pantone Color Institute became like the place where we set the color trends for the industry every year, and they do the research, and they do follow the trends and feel the sentiment of the people, and it's a very complex process about colors theory and studying color and how it affects our lives. So they became the people that basically decide what color schemes we're going to have in everything, our clothing, all those things that I mentioned. And so for 2020, the color for 2020 is classic blue, and I'll just take you over to show you what that looks like. Now this is a computer screen, so it's a little bit of a different shift. Maybe look different on different screens, but basically it's classic blue. Here's the classic blue color. And what does classic blue mean? So this is the color. You've seen a lot of blue this year, and some of the complementary colors to the blue were like a soft kind of a pinky peach. There were some certain types of grays as well, and white, and a bit of turquoise, you've noticed. But the classic blue color is a color that comes up when there's a lot of instability in the world. And we had a lot of instability in the world this year, as we know, with the COVID-19, and also with the U.S. election. A lot of instability. And, if you think about what blue means it's a comforting color, it's a reassuring color. If you think about blue, banks use blue a lot for their logos, and so do financial institutions, because they want you to feel that your money's secure and you're safe and you're reassured. So this is a very safe color, and it makes people feel good, like it makes you feel relaxed. And and we really felt like we needed that in 2020, didn't we? We needed that color sense. So I thought I would just take us over to the Artfest website. What does that mean for Artfest? Well, what does it have to do? Well, let's look up. If we go on a little bit of a journey here and go exploring, let's put in the color blue into our search window up here and show all results. And let's see what comes up. Anything that's blue in this website, or talks about blue, or is called blue, or mentions blue in their description will show up in this search. So we have like 295 things that fit this description in our website. So a nice range of things. You've got blue. Here's a piece by Helena Stropia. So this is a luck in the draw here. So this is a beautiful portrait here. Blue is a beautiful sky. And, you know, maybe it's a bit of a feeling and a sentiment. I know. Here's blue flowers. Here's blue table runners. Here's some blue glass with out of runes. You've got beautiful clothing here. Look at this art, beautiful feathers. And this is a piece that you can wear as a shawl, one side, but then you can turn it over, and there it is on the other side, and wear it like a shawl. And you can also hang it on the wall. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? The colors there, all the blues, and there's some purples in there as well. But really beautiful colors there. Here's a blue Shards art glass. Blue ice, this is called. You know, this was inspired by icicles. So here's a beautiful piece of Shards art glass. And don't forget, all these pieces are available on the Artfest shop, of course. Here's a beautiful thing, Moosiny Puppy. Look at that beautiful color of a blue piece there. Moosiny Puppy Rescue. Here's another piece by Vladimir. I guess Vladimir likes the color blue. Chrysanthemums. Here's some blue jays. More glass art. Here's some Aerosmith leather with blue. Blue Jay's book. Blue ice poppy. Look at this piece again. It's a beautiful dark blue there that's in the background. Not quite our classic blue shade, but we've got clothing by Helena Shearman, the blue kimono. Photography. Well, blue spruce bag. That's not blue, but it's a blue spruce tree. So there you go. So more Shards art glass. Here's a blue bike. Blue profile with circles. Here's another one by Heidi Colburn, a beautiful blue painting, and more things by. And we've got more and more things blue here. Lots of items that are blue. These are all blue things that help. Blue's beautiful blue earrings. Now there's a good gift for Christmas. If it's a blue, it will match anything that you wear. Beautiful topaz earrings. Blue spruce candles. Here's a beautiful handbag, a clutch brute. It reminds me of the sky. Look at the clouds and the ice. It's like a shadow clutch, but it reminds me actually of the Arctic, which is the Anuno pieces. High Park blue number 4. Lots of fun things. Blue mass. So there's one of my paintings. This is kind of a fun one. The housework blues. That's me. Housework blues. That's what not a big housework person, but actually it's not like I don't. Look at this piece here. I love this piece. It's not like I don't like housework. I don't mind doing housework. I love it. It just seems like I never have time to do it, you know, the way I'd like to have it. I have friends who are just like amazing housekeepers, and their place always looks immaculate. Like I'm always marvel at what they're able to accomplish, because I've always seemed to be struggling. Look at this piece here, this beautiful scarf. Enchanted Birds rectangular scarf. Look at the colors. This is a beautiful piece here. Eskimo Inuit art. And Inuit works with all the artists, and it says Kenujavak Ashivak. I think we looked at her work before, but she does all the designs, and it provides them a great opportunity to sell their work. Here's another one, Waterwood style, really pretty. This is a great little stocking stuffer, wouldn't it? So yeah, so Waterwood style, she does photography actually, and then prints her photography on textiles. So really pretty. That's the original photograph. It's called Blue Mountain Garden Twilly Scarf, and then she makes it into a scarf. It's really pretty. What a great. You know, actually, she can even wear it as a. She's even got it here as a little bracelet. Wear it as a little cuff, but really pretty. Pretty things. So yeah, so I don't know what the color blue has done for you this year. Blue is my favorite color. I love the color blue, maybe because I got blue eyes. I don't know. I just love the color blue. It's a cooling color. It calms me down and makes me. I just love the color blue, and it's always been my favorite color. And so I don't know what blue does for you. So I'd love to hear from in our comments. What does blue do for you? Do you have anything blue? Do you have anything in your house blue? It's not very often you see houses and rooms decorated in blue, is it? Not completely, not that often really. I have some friends who have everything in blue, but it's not that most people, you know, have pretty neutral colors in their homes, not a statement piece like the blues do, which I always admire people that are brave enough to do a color like that, because it's very, very, very stimulating. So then if we think about all the blue things, then we think about, okay, so we're in the end of 2020, and thank God this year is going to be over soon, because it's been, I don't know anybody who's loved this year, but maybe good things have happened to people. Like, I don't know, maybe they have. Let's hear about it. Let's share it in the comments. How are you? What's been good about 2020 for you? I'd like to hear what you have to say and share that with us, because we all need messages of hope at the moment. I think would be very, very helpful for all of us. But what's up for 2021? So let's go back over to the Pantone color predictions and see what's coming up for 2021. And let's see here if I have it here. Let me just see here. Got it here. Hang on for a second here. Pick that page over there. And so we can see what's up for 2021 for the Pantone color experts. And actually, I have a friend that's my mom's family friend, Sally Van Camp, who used to work for De Boers Canada and was their designer, and had a business of her own called Blaze Trading. So she was always really, really on trend with colors. And she was part of the Color Institute. She was on their board, and she actually was instrumental in helping to choose the colors. Not these colors anymore. She's retired, but she did tell me about that amazing experience, and for her it was quite a neat thing to be involved in. So next year, ready? 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Here we go. Yellow and gray. So color of the year, Pantone Ultimate Gray. And it's not very often they actually have picked 2 colors. And I can understand why they did that this year, because who wants to have a whole year of gray? You know, they're saying that, you know, colors, gray, it's kind of been where we're at. We've been home, we've been cozy, we've been wrapping ourselves in gray, you know, cozy blankets and gray sidewalks and staying at home, and we've, you know, it's been kind of a mushy, I wouldn't necessarily say depressing, but it is kind of bit of a challenging year. So, you know, it's not just about what they want to do, it's about what's actually going on with us in the world. So that's the sentiment of where we're at, is gray. But then they've added this beautiful, incredibly brilliant yellow, this fresh lemon color, which has visions of energy, clarity, and hope, overcoming continuing uncertainty, spirited and emboldening shades just to satisfy our quest for vitality. So they've added in this beautiful, cheerful yellow, sparkling with vivacity, a warming yellow shade imbued with solar power. So the Pantone Ultimate Gray is emblematic of solid and dependable elements which are everlasting and provide a firm foundation. Very important right now. We need to have some solid footing on under our feet. The colors of pebbles on the beach and natural elements whose weathered appearance highlights an ability to stand the tests of time. Ultimate Gray quietly reassures, encouraging feelings of composure, steadiness, and resilience. All right, so let's go over to so these are our colors. Amazing, eh? Who would have thought? Let's go over to our shop again and type in yellow. Let's see what we get for yellow. What in our shop is yellow? View all results. Here we go. So we have beautiful watercolor painting by Anna Krajewski. And Anna's these uplifting paintings, which I highly recommend. You can get them in a whole variety of sizes, starting at $35. There's giclée prints, and you can get big ones too. But you know, you can pick up a little refreshing watercolor painting there. And we've got jewelry by Flame Creations. Little buttons. These are her jewelry is all made with copper enameling. So I don't know if you remember what copper enameling is, but it's basically a copper metal base, and then it's actually melted glass on top. So and it's fused in a kiln. So it's all made in a kiln. So those are from Flame Creations, and she's actually in Nova Scotia, and She has a beautiful collection of work on the website here. Here again, we see lots of Shards art glass. So Shards is all right on trend here, isn't she? Margaret's right on trend with all her colors. She got all the blues, now she's got all the yellows. So good for Margaret. So this is a yellow birch tree. I love this piece. So Margaret basically is creating art with glass, and in a way, like, sort of what Diane does too. But she's fusing glass, but she's using multiple different techniques here. She's got this part here is more like almost like I believe like a glass kind of a paint she's using, and she's working with liquid glass and crushed glass. So yeah, trunks created using liquid glass and a special technique to create a bark-like texture. So it's almost similar to painting, I guess, where you kind of you can kind of separate the glass. It's like a medium you add to it. Leaves are made from crushed glass. Elements fused in a kiln multiple times to create depth and dimension. And it's framed in a 15 by 15 inch designer frame, ready to hang or mount on an easel. So she's got it all figured out. She's got it framed, ready to go. A beautiful piece. Good work for Margaret for that gorgeous piece of uplifting art. And here's another one here, the gray, and well, here it is. She's got both colors in here. Margaret, you're so on trend. I know. I didn't even know by accident we discovered this. Margaret. Okay. So yeah, so Shards art glass, beautiful gray and yellow here. Look at that piece. I think someone's got to grab that right away. I'm just going to try to move my little control panel out of here because it does do weird things. Always pops back and forth. Stay, stay there. Yeah, so that's a beautiful piece. Look at that gorgeous piece. Yellow poppies. So this one, she's using yellow and gray liquid glass paint embellished with crushed glass, fired in the kiln multiple times to create depth and texture. Mounted over a soft cream matting and presented in a beautiful gold 13 by 4 inch frame, ready to hang or display on an easel. So nicely done, Margaret. Lovely, lovely piece. The Shards art glass. And we have over here, we've got this beautiful turquoise and yellow wrap here with Love to Felt art. Beautiful work again. One of a piece. Love the beautiful felt, warm, extra fine merino wool and turquoise and white with yellow highlights. The reverse side is soft white and a blue moon. Let's see if we can see the background. It's gorgeous. Look at the background of that. So it's reversible. So you basically have two pieces of two outfits in one, which what a great piece that is. Amazing how is that, and it almost like has a shimmery kind of a texture to it. So it's a unique asymmetrical shape. It's a long, narrow triangle that tapers to a point. It can be worn in a number of ways. It has exceptional softness and is a lightweight, allowing a beautiful drape. So that's a lovely, lovely piece. And I'm just going to show you here a couple more shots here of, you just see how soft that is. This way it's folding there in the colors. Beautiful, beautiful work by Julie Griffiths. So it's Love to Felt art. So what a great piece. And here we have anchor necklace in yellow and teal. That's by the Flames Creations Jewelry again. In Aerosmith leather, you want to be on trend, there's a really fun yellow mask that you can add in. Yellow spider bag. Let's have a look at this. Goo Creation. There's an unusual piece. One of a kind. Yellow spider bag. And you know, Gary's Gary's a master at leather craftsman. I love these. Look at that beautiful little cute little jacket. Polar fleece, totally on trend. Yellow polar fleece. Here's more little earrings. Cufflinks, beautiful yellow gold cufflinks. Here's some fun things by Degas. Beautiful, fun, happy jewelry. That's what we need to be wearing right now. Here's some more pieces by Flame Creations. Beautiful glass here. Looking glass with opalescent glass tumblers, night lights, all kinds of fun things. So yeah, you can see that's a fun way to tour around the shop too, because if you just want to go like on a little bit of a journey and explore the shop, there's a couple ways to do it. You can just type in a color like that for fun, or a thought, type that in. The artists, you know, are quite often writing really creative descriptions and see what comes up. Or you can also just click the Shop All Artists button. Shop All Artists brings up all the artists, and you can just scroll through pages and see a whole variety of things and get inspired that way. So you can do there's lots of ways to shop on the Artfest shop, so it's fun to explore that. So let's go over to Paul Brodie, because I was going to do his interview today, and it's already, how did the time go by so quickly? I don't even know. Let me get his interview up here. And we also had a Christmas song. Maybe I'll do what to do first. Oh, let's do the Paul Brodie, and then I'll finish off with a Christmas song. Okay, let's get this ready here. And Paul Brodie's a Canadian designer, lives in just outside of Toronto in Milton, and he does our Artfest shows, and he's makes clothing, outdoor clothing for women, not for women, men and women, for Canadians. I mean, for Canadians. Here you go. Let's watch. Meet Paul Brodie. Hi, Paul. How are you?
I'm good, Lory. How are you?
Great.
Happy to join you.
Yeah, welcome to the Artfest chat. So it's a good chance for our audience to get to meet Paul Brodie from In the Ville. He's one of our Artfest exhibitors, and we're very happy to have him here today. Fairly new to our Artfest shows, but what an addition. It's just been great having you in our events. So thanks for...
Well, it's been a lot of fun, and you certainly put on a good event, Lory, and we miss you this year.
Yeah, it's been a very strange year, hasn't it? We're living in this new no-event world. Yeah, so...
Absolutely.
Yeah, so Paul, you make beautiful handmade clothing. You're a clothing designer. So tell us a little bit about how you started. How did you start being a clothing designer? How did that all start?
Well, I'll give you the abbreviated version, but I started in the sportswear business, and I worked for a company where we represented a lot of different brands as a sales agency. And I was with that company for many years, and then many of the companies I was representing at that time were Canadian. But as the industry changed, I noticed that everything was kind of going offshore, and suddenly Canadian manufacturing was sort of becoming obsolete and too costly. And so it was all about price. So through that process, I became increasingly aware that there was certainly a large contingency of people that wanted to buy Canadian and wanted quality. And if I could find a way to sort of keep my overhead low, make it in Canada, I could still be competitive in the category that I'm in, which is footwear and outerwear, I should be able to do it. So I just sort of followed that simple formula. And I do special events around the GTA, and I'm like a microbrewery. I supply locally. I make things in small batches, and it keeps it unique and fresh and not saturated in the marketplace of all the sort of homogenized products and stores you see today.
Yeah, well, it's amazing. And when you say you make clothes for Canadians, to me that means Canadians are somehow are we built differently? Like, what does it mean to be making clothes for Canadians? I know myself, I like things to fit. I don't have these little tiny shoulders. I'm a healthy, robust Canadian, right?
But when I say that, I mean often when you go, the sizing is so diverse in a lot of the stores in the malls you see, and I tend to make my sizes generous and accommodating for wool sweaters and cozy days, and not as fitted as sort of some of the more contemporary things, but nonetheless, I try to incorporate fabrics, native blankets that I get out of Portland, Oregon, from a blanket company. I buy tartans and tweeds out of Scotland, wax cotton out of Scotland, and I incorporate a lot of fabrics to give everything unique. So blended with the wax cotton and the wool coats, I use the tartans and the native blankets, and even in my footwear on my boots, I do this as well. So every item is quite unique because the repeat on the blankets are different on every item. So there's no one item the same.
Yeah, and your clothing and boots, they really do have a Canadian look and a Canadian feel to them. I mean, they look like, the quality of the fabric is outstanding, and the design, and also the outdoors kind of Canadian, backcountry feel to your designs.
You're right, and that's the look that I want to be. I like to have fashion, and I like men and women to feel attractive in the coats, but also I put a high consideration on utility of the product and the way it's made. I use the heaviest gauge zippers you can get, and a lot of different fitting details that a lot of companies no longer use. I use, and it lasts longer. And I'm able to also do alterations on the coats that I make for customers that need, their sleeve shortened or things like that, or wanted to say a different color combination. I can do that kind of custom work from that the customer likes to individual can fun for everybody. They're
that's
getting
great.
one of a kind.
Because I know, we're all different. We're all different shapes, and in Canada.
Yeah. I do a lot of from a size 0 to a size 22. I've done a lot of custom work. I recently outfitted a gentleman that was a size 56 in a coat that he wasn't able to find his size anywhere, and I was able to make him one. So it's great when you can help people out that are having a tough time finding special items. I don't do it all the time, and I do it. It takes about 6 weeks for me to do a custom coat, but I can do it if need be.
Yeah, well, when your clothing's beautiful, and it looks like it lasts like for 100 years. So I know the Artfest team has definitely been you've been doing a great job clothing Artfest team, and Steve loves his coats, and then I have my boots, and so
you guys are.
What about your team?
Pardon?
What about your team? Tell me a little bit about your team and where you have.
Well, my team is largely Crystal and I, and then I'm partners with a manufacturer in Toronto, where they produce safety footwear, and I do the soft toe version of that side of the footwear business. With the boots, with the slip-on boots, and I do basically 2 styles of men's and women's, and a multitude of colors. The factory where I manufacture my outerwear, I'm part owner on. I work with a gentleman that's been in the business for over 40 years. I brought him out of retirement, and he's helped me develop a lot of my patterns, and has been a tremendous mentor to me. And there's 3 ladies. They're like my second grandmothers, and they come in on a part-time basis, so they're very happy to work, and they sew my garments together. They're much better at it than I am, so they help me with that. And so it's a nice team. It's not large. I'm not a high production factory. Everything is made, by a few people, and it's made in one location, and we take a lot of pride in what we do.
Yeah, well, you have a great result. And I mean, I know even when you said you use top quality heavy duty zippers, I was just thinking about even how when you were at Artfest, I mean, I've marveled over your setup and your booth. I mean, everything is over the top. It's so organized, and you're a professional. I don't know even how to describe it, but you're a marvel to watch set your booth up. And I know you've been quite an adventure trying to get your booth to work really well for you and Crystal when you're selling your work. And you've got everything there, all your sizes and all your designs. Yeah, so tell us a little bit about your personality trait that way. You do tend to want things done well.
I like display. Coming from a background from the wholesale end of things, I used to present my products at shows to attract buyers from retail stores, and they're always looking for something new and different. And I think presentation, just like window dressing a store, is so important to reflect who you are and what you are as a brand. And I just try to have a very woodsy look. I leather stools, things, just little accents that make people feel comfortable when they're shopping with us. And we always try to play music if it's not provided at an event, and we just like to have fun with it. And many of our customers have become friends and who we stay in touch with, and it's been fun doing it. It's hard work, but it's well worth the effort. So we try to, and I'm into antiques, and at some of the larger shows I do, we furnish it with, a lot of old pine and furniture and chairs and things like that, just to make people feel like they're kind of shopping in a little country store.
Yeah, it's nice. You do a great job with it. I mean, I know
Thank you.
Artfest event, your booth's always bustling with people.
Well, we try to make a buzz. We have a very small location there, and we make the best of it, because I know you've got to accommodate a lot of people at that event. So
yeah.
It's fun. It's always a challenge moving in and out of there on that cobblestone, I tell you, but it's worth it.
Yeah, tell our visitors a little bit about that little custom golf cart that
I tricked out a golf cart. A friend of mine who was a welder, basically, I had all this checker plate aluminum, and we just basically removed the front and back of the golf cart. We made a flatbed on both, and then I have a roof on the top of it, which supports weight for carrying gear into shows and events like yours. And also a rack. I don't think you've seen that, Lory, but I have a full racking system that goes around the peripheral of the golf cart, where I can hang garment bags on all four sides of this. So when I'm driving it, you can't often see the driver. And it gets a lot of laughs and a lot of attention, but it is a very efficient thing as for slugging stuff in and out of shows.
Yeah, it's definitely over the top. I couldn't believe it when I first when I first saw it. I was like, "What is that contraption?" Right?
Well, it's funny. I did an event at a farm not so long ago. A friend of mine has this beautiful farm out towards where I live in Milton, and I basically filled the golf cart full of all my garments and my outerwear, and it was in the middle of a field, and we had a lot of fun with it. It was you could drive it all over the place if need be. So it was fun.
Yeah, well, it's a smart idea. And moving, show move in and move out is everybody's worst nightmare.
Yeah, well, it is. You try to work harder, or smarter, not harder. And this allows me to work, saves on my back a little bit, but slugging stuff around, because some of our products are heavy when they're all packed up in bags and boxes.
Yeah, they are. When you're using those heavy-duty fabrics, I mean, it adds up quickly, doesn't it? Yeah. So what's next on your Jennifer? You're designing. You have any new products you're working on? Ideas?
I have a core group of products in my outerwear, I would say about 8 styles that I change with the color combinations for every year. I find new colors. I make modifications to fit everything I can to sort of make it better. I always try to introduce a couple of new styles in ladies every year. This year is my hooded parka with these huge toggle buttons, and I'll have to send photos of that. And detailing on some of the color combinations of my men's jackets. I'm now using leather plackets, which is this internal bib in the jacket, and I'm now doing that jacket for a ladies style, whereas before a lot of women wanted this men's jacket, so I did a ladies version of it. And I find that sometimes going too wide in a selection overwhelms people, and I'd rather just focus on about, as I said, just under 10 of my core product that's sort of my basic DNA, and then try to bring out something, 1 or 2 styles new every year to try it out. But I'm known for these very functional.
There we go. That was Paul Brodie. So we're running out of time here, but you had a nice chance to meet Paul Brodie and and Crystal, who works with him in their business, and Canadian designer. Really great products. I can attest to that. I'm wearing my boots actually that I bought from them right now, and I know Steve, our Artfest Steve Veal, was part of our Artfest team. He has a number of his pieces and loves them. So, and I know that they have a deal on right now. So right now, anything you buy from them on the shop is $25 off. And one thing that I might want to mention is that, they're just outside of Toronto and Milton, not too far away from the GTA area. They do have a home studio space there where you can go and do a fitting and try things on and make an appointment. So they're being very COVID conscious there, and have that set up. So, don't worry don't worry about buying a coat. They'll make sure it fits, and or your boots. Just go ahead and buy those, and you will save some money, and they will make sure it's going to fit and be absolutely perfect on you. So, so that's great. So thank you, Paul, for that. And it's been fun. I had a lot of fun doing those interviews. I really enjoy talking to the artists. You always find out something new from them and interesting. So I just wanted to take you over. It's already 3 o'clock already. It's hard to believe that tomorrow's gonna be our last day during the 12 days of Artfest. So we have one day today and tomorrow for all the deals and that you see on there and the shopping. So please take advantage of those. The artists very generously offer those to you as deals of calling them deals of gratitude, and thank you for shopping at the shop.artfestontario.com website. Let's have a Christmas song here. Hazel and David Wipper have been very gracious as a gift to Artfest and a gift to you, sharing their music and their songs. And when I asked them about, can you do some Christmas carols, Christmas songs for us, they were like, well, okay. Better get those, and they had to, they don't just whip them off. They had to find the songs, they had to rehearse and practice, and their daughter recorded everything for them. So it was a production, and it was a lot of effort on their part, and I really appreciate what they've done for us here because we've enjoyed their music, and I've had fun putting the slideshows together. So let's go over to share this and listen to some holiday tunes with Hazel and David Wipper. There we go. Sorry about that. I had a little bit of a glitch with my sharing screen. I seem to have troubles with those sometimes. But anyways, it's been a delight to spend another hour with you. I'm Lory MacDonald from Artfest, Ontario, and we've really been enjoying doing these live shows every day on Facebook for 12 days. I mean, one more day left to do, so tomorrow will be another day, and always have something special, as you know. So hope you can tune in again at 2 o'clock. And these shows are recorded as well, so if you want to go back and watch or share it with somebody, if you saw something you liked, then do that. So so it's shop.artfestontario.com that you can shop for on the artist's website, on our artist's website, and get some wonderful, one-of-a-kind, beautiful gifts for people that have everything. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and we'll see you tomorrow at 2 o'clock. And I'm Lory MacDonald from Artfest, Ontario. So see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.